Welcome to the Insights Hub Monitor video series, where we will provide an overview of the various functionalities and use cases of this application. In this video, we will show how to create a basic dashboard in the Monitor application. To visualize data within Monitor, you can use an embedded version of the Dashboard Designer application, which is perfect to create dashboards in a fast and intuitive way. If you already own the full version of Dashboard Designer and have the rights to use it, this version will start instead of the embedded version. The full version of Dashboard Designer is built for more complex dashboards, with more widgets and using more data sources. This version also enables you, for instance, to create a bridge between OEE and machine data, or even between MES and IoT data. This video focuses on the embedded version of Dashboard Designer, not the full version. Let's start the Monitor app from the Insights Hub Launchpad. When you open Explore Dashboards from the sidebar, you can see the dashboards in your environment. This overview screen shows you different information about your dashboards, like the name, the origin, and the author. To create a new basic dashboard, we click on Add a Dashboard at the top right of the screen. First, we need to add a visualization. Therefore, click on the blue highlighted button in the middle of the screen. In the next step, we want to add a query to define the source used for the visualization. For data source, we can select between IoT time series, static data, and visual flow creator. If you need data from a different source, like the Integrated Data Lake or the Insights Hub OEE application, you need to use the full version of Dashboard Designer. In this example, we will use our IoT time series data from a simulated production facility asset, which is named Plant_Munich. We select the asset production_site_London, the aspect machine_metrics, and the associated variable set_up_time. You can see the selected data on the top of the screen. Optionally, you can add functions to aggregate your data. For example, find the average value of the last 10 hours or only use data from a specified time frame. If you want to use more than one asset in the widget, you can press Add Query and repeat the previous steps. For selecting the desired widget type, click on the drop-down menu to choose the diagram or chart you want to use for this dashboard. Here you can select between time series and many other visualization options. Compared to the full version of the Dashboard Designer, the options here are limited but still effective. In our example, we use the time series option. Together with these two settings, there are a lot of other options to improve your diagram. To name a few, editing the scale of one axis. Add a threshold to display the curve of the diagram in different colors, or highlight outliners in the dataset with the Add Threshold function. In this example, we will highlight all values over 26. Therefore, we enter the value in this field. After that, we have to enable the Thresholds mode. Finally, we scroll up to the General Panel options. Here we set a title and description of the dashboard. Next, click Apply to go back to the dashboard with all created widgets so far. In addition, you find more general settings by clicking on the gear symbol in the top right corner. Here we rename our dashboard and can specify the auto refresh intervals that should be available in the auto refresh list. After that, we close the Settings tab with the Close button in the top right corner. After making these changes, we save the dashboard with the Save button close to the Settings button. The auto refresh can be enabled in this drop-down on the top right corner of your screen. Quick ranges to specify which data is shown can be found close to the auto refresh button. Here we select the last 30 minutes as a time range for our dashboard. Back in the general settings, you can also add variables for more interactive dashboards that let you switch between different views of your dashboards. If you want to know more about this feature, watch our videos of the Dashboard Designer app. Afterwards, you can save your work again by clicking on the disk symbol. To find the new dashboard and all other dashboards in your environment, you can click on the Dashboard section at the top of your screen. Or go back to the Overview screen in Monitor. Here you can either open a dashboard by clicking on the arrow symbol, or edit the dashboard with the pen symbol. After opening your new dashboard in Edit mode, it is possible to add a new panel to an existing dashboard or change the configuration of existing ones. Per default, your new dashboard is visible to other users on your environment. This makes it easy to share your work. Now your first dashboard is ready, and your decision-making process can be based on facts instead of assumptions. For more information, find further links, other videos, and the technical documentation in the description below.